This is the War Brief Daily for August 13. Tonight, the lead story is a lethal attack on commercial shipping at the southern entrance to the Red Sea, alongside renewed fighting pressure in central Sudan and major but unverified claims from the Russia-Ukraine war. First, the Red Sea and Gulf region. Reuters reports that Yemen's Houthi-run Saba news agency said Houthi forces attacked a commercial ship in the Bab el-Mandeb Strait on Tuesday. 4 crew members were reported killed. Pakistan says 3 of its nationals were among the dead, and Yemeni transport authorities identified another victim. This is the clearest kinetic event in this reporting cycle. Bab el-Mandeb is not just another stretch of water. It is the southern gate to the Red Sea, connecting shipping bound for the Suez Canal with the Indian Ocean. A lethal hit on a merchant vessel drives up risk calculations for shipping firms, insurers, and the naval forces tasked with protecting this route. At the same time, Iranian official Mohsen Rezai said the Strait of Hormuz would remain closed unless Washington accepted Iranian conditions. That is an attributed threat, not confirmation of a new verified closure action. But the operational picture is obvious. Pressure is being signaled around 2 of the world's most important maritime choke points at once. Watch for formal naval warnings, convoy announcements, damage assessments, or a follow-on strike. Second, Sudan. Reuters, citing witnesses, reports that the rapid support forces have renewed pressure on al-obeid while intensifying drone and ground attacks elsewhere after setbacks on several fronts. Precise timings and any territorial change remain unclear, so this should be treated as a credible current trend, not a confirmed capture or breakthrough. Why al-obeid matters? It is a central logistics and commercial node. Pressure there can disrupt road, rail, supply movement, and the connection between Western Sudan and the Nile corridor. The next indicator to watch is not rhetoric. It is independently verified strike damage, force movement, or evidence that either side has actually changed control around the city. Third, Russia and Ukraine. Russia's defense ministry claims it intercepted 502 Ukrainian drones overnight and struck a fuel depot at Odesa port that it says supported Ukrainian forces. These are Russian claims. The drone total, the target's military role, the precise damage, and the operational results have not been independently verified in the material reviewed. If corroborated, the implication would be twofold. Ukraine sustaining a large, long-range drone effort, and Russia continuing to target Black Sea logistics and fuel infrastructure. But right now, the signal is incomplete. No independently verified frontline breakthrough stands out in this cycle. In the Indo-Pacific, reports of a North Korean missile launch ahead of U.S.-South Korean drills and Taiwan's objections to planned Chinese-Indonesian naval activity east of Taiwan remain emerging. Primary source confirmation is still needed, so no system details or operational conclusions should be drawn yet. That is the global picture. Confirmed danger to commercial shipping, a potentially consequential logistics battle in Sudan, and major claims in Ukraine still awaiting corroboration. Watch the waterways first, al-obeid second, and official confirmation from Moscow, Kyiv, Seoul, and Taipei next. That's your War Brief Daily for August 13.